A disturbing case from the United States is raising serious questions about personal accountability, legal processes, and trust. Hi, this is Navya Bal and you're watching TimesXP. An Indian origin doctor, Milan Patel, is now at the center of a criminal investigation in Florida. This 39-year-old doctor, who was licensed to practice across multiple US states, has been accused of physical assault by an adult woman. Well, the allegation dates back to November 2024 at Patel's apartment in Delray Beach. And according to the police records cited in the media reports, a small group had gathered earlier that evening at the bar. The group later moved to Patel's residence and stayed overnight. What followed is now a matter of serious legal dispute. The complaint alleges that she was asleep in a guest room when Patel approached her, made advances, and despite refusal, later carried her into the bedroom and assaulted her. Patel, however, denies the accusation, and he also told the investigators that the encounter was consensual. When questioned further, he chose to seek the legal counsel. The case is now ongoing and no court has established any guilt. But here's where the story gets beyond the criminal case. On April 7th, Florida authorities issued an emergency suspension of Patel's medical license. This is significant now because in the United States, regulatory bodies do not always wait for a criminal conviction. If there is a serious allegation, the action can be taken to prevent a professional from contributing to their practices. Well, basically, in simple terms, even before a court decides the case, the system can step in to protect the public safety. Well, Patel is not alone. Reports suggest that multiple doctors in Florida have faced the similar suspension and the suspension orders in the multiple months. Not in this case, but in separate cases. This raises a larger question. How should the system balance two competing principles? The presumption of innocence and the need to protect the public. Well, for the immigrant professionals, especially those in high trusted fields like medicine, cases like this even carry a wider implication, not just legal but reputational. At this stage, the facts remain contested. The investigation is ongoing. The court will decide the criminal charges, and the medical board will decide the professional accountability. Till then, two parallel processes, two different outcomes possible. Now, in this case, the truth is not decided by headlines, but by the evidence, and until that process is complete, caution matters as more as the accountability.